my name is Liz, and today we're going to do a book haul, but we're also going to do books that I'm currently reading because there weren't a lot of books that I necessarily bought or obtained otherwise for review or anything like that. There's a new secondhand bookstore in Lawrenceville, Georgia called Books by the Pound, and I decided to go check that out, and I found this book. It's like the only book that I saw that was calling my name. Their YA section right now isn't super great. Like if you're looking for some 10 plus years old YA, you know, pretty good. If you're looking for some interesting vintage books, they've got that there. Again, they're pretty new. Anyways, I don't know if you've ever heard me talk about Sark, but she is awesome. If you don't follow her on Facebook, you should do that. But Sark is her, initials, and she writes books like this that are very interesting, like watercolor looking stuff. And this one's called Succulent Wild Woman. I have her Inspiration Sandwich book, which is so good. If you're ever even in high school I was reading it over and over and over again. I made one of my friends read it and she loved it. She does all these little drawings and stuff, and then everything is her handwriting, and I love it so much. And in all of her books she has something like this where it's just colorful, bathed by moonlight, eat mangoes naked, lick the juice off your arms, and just so many great things that you can do to be a succulent wild woman. Another book that I've been meaning to pick up for a very, very, very long time, and I had sold some books at Half Price Books, and I was like, I want to buy at least one book. So I decided You're Never Weird on the Internet, Almost, by Felicia Day, and the foreword by Joss Whedon. I have not cracked the spine on this one yet. I love her. She's great. I started watching the video game web series that she had forever ago when that was first coming out. It's probably when they were filming the last season. I was like, I'm gonna watch all of it. But I just really enjoy her as a person, and I can't wait to read this. I've been on a celebrity memoir, celebrity in loose terms, public figure who are funny people kick. Then we have The Lovely Reckless by Cami Garcia, and Fierce Reads was nice enough to send this book to me. This is the paperback edition, and I am seriously, sincerely in love with this cover. The first cover was okay, that's kind of cute. It's a contemporary novel, so sometimes it's nice to have the boy and the girl on the cover, but this is just so much more the book. I haven't finished reading the book yet, but I feel like this encapsulates the book so much more and what it's all about, especially with the cars and stuff like that. The first cover, it has... Do I have it? No, I don't. I think I gave it away or something, but it's probably in a stack over there. It's just a long story. But again, I haven't finished reading this. I'm going to read it for a book blog tour thingy that they're doing that I am participating in at the end of the month. And so I am going to be reading this very soon, and it seems like it's going to be a fast read. I got a good bit of it a few months ago and then got distracted by other things and reading slumps and things like that. Life, you know. If you're looking for a book that has some different stuff in it as far as contemporary, this is about a girl named Frankie, and she gets into some trouble and has to move in with her dad, and it ends up getting into more trouble, basically, as far as I've read, and just, there's racing and cars and, all that dangerous stuff that you're like, Frankie, could you get into any more trouble? And she says, yes. The next book I have is from Entangled Teen. They were nice enough to send me Violet Grenade by Victoria Scott. They sent me an art copy a while back, so you probably saw that in a haul as well. So double haul in this book, but it's just so pretty. Guys, it's so pretty. It's about this girl who, she's a runaway, and this lady named Madame Karina finds her in an alley and is like, hey, you need to come live in my house, and she... From what it sounds like, she's raising people who are entertainers or something. It sounded very what's happening? Then it gets all thriller and awesome. Next book we have is The Dark Prophecy by Rick Riordan, and this is the second book in the Trial of Apollo series, and I read the first one last month, at the beginning of this month, sometime. It's all blurring together, but I really enjoyed it so far. It's not... I don't feel like I enjoy it as much as I enjoyed Heroes of Olympus, but I really enjoy him as a different character. It doesn't feel like they're recycling any characters or anything like that. I'm enjoying Meg McCaffrey. She's just so great. Meg. Meg. So good. I did a little bit of a giveaway earlier this month for this book, so oh my gosh. Can we just say that everything Rick Riordan writes is just pure gold? It's true. Moving on to some currently reading, I am reading Broken Hearts and Other Fences to Mend by Katie Finn, and this is, again, a little bit of the Morgan Matson, Mentha Matson kind of stuff. And this is her code name. Why do I want to call it her code name? Her something name. Anyways, this is a super cute one. It's a contemporary. It's about this girl who has everything all figured out, and shenanigans ensue. That's what I'm getting from this. The shenanigans ensue, and that it's gonna be a bumpy ride. I read Second Chance Summer and Since You've Been Gone earlier this month, and just love her writing, love everything, all the friendships and all that stuff. Just so good. And the inclusion of family. Always a good thing. I'm also reading Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, and I am not too far into that. I'm reading it on Scribd, so it's going to take me a little bit because ebooks are harder for me to read sometimes, but I am thoroughly enjoying it. And it's just like interesting so far because I'm like, what's happening, what's going on? I don't know a whole lot. Like, I've seen the cover a lot of times. It's just like a very like iconic cover to me, at least, and I really want to watch the show. I know that I've heard some really dark things about it, as far as like, you don't want to like just binge the whole thing at once. You might want to like space it out, and then you know, catch up on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, or catch up on some crazy shows. So yeah. So I hope you guys have a great day and keep reading. Let me know below what you are reading right now and what you're looking forward to reading in June.